Our first exercise in the set is a double leg raise. If you're new to this exercise, I recommend bracing your hands underneath your glutes. It gives your lower back a little bit more stability. The goal here is to try and keep both legs nice and straight and keep your lower back pressed into the floor while lowering your legs down to just hovering above the floor and then raising them back up. Try and relax your neck throughout this exercise, and again, brace your hands if necessary. Plank rotation, you're beginning in a low plank position. Your body should be in a nice straight line, and you're simply rolling up onto one side, placing your hand up towards the ceiling, and then returning to start. Squat thrust is a low modification of a burpee. You're squatting down by bending your knees, placing your hands on the floor, and either jumping or walking your feet out behind you to land in a high plank position, jumping or walking your feet back in, and then returning to start to reach overhead. It's really important here that when you jump out to that plank position, you're starting with your knees bent and kicking right out to a straight body line behind you. Showing another modification here. This is if you prefer not to jump, or if for some reason you can't jump, you can simply walk your feet out and walk your feet back in. Again, be sure you're really squatting down while you place your hands beside your feet. Low plank, you're resting on your forearms and your toes, keeping your body in a nice straight line throughout. This can also be done from the knees if from the toes is too challenging. You want to make sure you're not hiking your hips up in the air or arching your back down towards the floor. You're looking for a nice straight line. Weighted side bend can generally go quite heavy here. I recommend a kettlebell if you have one, or a dumbbell works as well. You're holding it in one hand, keeping your legs and hips nice and straight, and simply shaving that weight down toward the floor and then pulling back to the starting position. It's important to keep your hips tucked in and your body nice and straight. You don't want to be rounding forward for this exercise.